this is Lady Boulay. I'm still recovering, but I wanted to come and speak briefly on Tyler Perry's nonsense. I also want to let you know that very soon I am beginning another channel, Lady Boulay History, because some of you are only interested in the history aspect of it. You don't want the messy pop culture that some are interested in. So I am creating a channel, Lady Boulay History, where you can just get the history. But for now, I wanted to talk about Tyler Perry coming on and telling black women that they should settle for a man who can only pay the light bill, even if you are very successful.
For the most part, black women are making the money. So if you can find love, if that man works, at whatever job, and is a good man and is good to you, and honors the house and honors his wife and does what he can, because his gift may not be your gift.
Exactly.
That is okay. That's not somebody who's beneath you.
Yeah.
That's somebody who came to love you at your worth, right?
Yes.
And as long as he's secure in himself to know that, yep, she makes most of the money, all I can pay is the light bill, as long as she's comfortable enough to say, I'm going to cover the mortgage and all the other stuff, you handle the light bill, baby, you can take me to dinner every now and then, that is fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But that's so hard for a lot of people to take in, because that means, no, I need somebody to, they need to make 5 times more, and I got to have, well, you keep your list, baby.
Yeah.
God bless you. Hope it happens.
This is offensive to black women as well as black men. It's almost as if black America has given up on black men. Black men are as resourceful, as intelligent, and as industrious as any other group of men, and as black women. But what people in the community who have resources, and I'm talking about black men now, what they don't want to do is mentor young black men. In my sorority, and in the Deltas and the Zetas, and those sororities are active in the area that I live in, all of us have organizations that young black girls can join, so they get mentored, they go on field trips, they have opportunities to learn, and also to apply for scholarships when they're ready for college. So the black community does invest in black girls, but for some reason they don't want to invest in black boys. So what they say is, okay, black girls, they're your responsibility. You should take ownership of these young men. Well, it's not black women's responsibility to do that. And the black community, I think, has failed young black men. It is really telling when you talk to black people, especially black people in the church who are supposed to be responsible. When you talk to them about the school to prison pipeline and ask what the church could do to intervene, I am always stunned that these black churches who collect money every Sunday do not feel any responsibility to the young men in the community, even the ones that belong to the church. They feel like if you come to church every Sunday, go to Sunday school, and take the Lord's Supper every first Sunday, that's enough. That is not enough. These men are growing up in a culture of stupidity, of violence, and ignorance. And the church is sitting right there, many churches sitting right there in the center of the community, and they don't have any kind of outreach to save these young men. They don't have any kind of training sessions where they're teaching young boys how to grow into responsible men. They don't do field trips with the children. They don't encourage the children to study. I don't see black communities doing anything to motivate young black men to be better, to go into skills, vocations, and professions that would not only enrich their lives, but would make the community better. They can have a gym in the church and won't even do a basketball league for the boys. Black boys like to play basketball, and they won't even do that. They have these churches locked up all week, and then you come in on Sunday morning and they start beating you over the head about tithing and going to hell. So instead of training and teaching young black men to be responsible, to learn to do a marketable skill, to care about the community, their way of helping black men is to put them off on black women and make black women responsible for them. And it is really striking that Tyler Perry would fix his mouth to say that if you are a successful black woman and some guy comes along who can only pay the light bill and you pay all the other bills, including the mortgage, that's fine. Now, what was overlooked in his conversation is that there are many black men in the United States of America who can pay more than a light bill, who can pay the mortgage and all the other bills. Where are those men going to be? Oh, I know. All these other races of women should come in and pick off the top of the black men, and the black women should go to the clearance rack. I don't know who's going to tell him, but those days for most black women are over. Furthermore, what about the black men that are raising daughters who have invested in them, given them the best that they had to offer, educated them, and taught them to go for the best in life? What about those men? Are they satisfied with their daughters building relationships or marrying men that can only pay the light bill? I really don't think so. And are black people satisfied with somebody like Tyler Perry, who is a billionaire, telling other black men that you should expect a woman to accept you if you can only pay the light bill? Why not tell him that if you can pay the light bill, partner with a woman who can pay the water bill? Maybe y'all can get a 1-bedroom apartment or live in a storage building. Work together and build until you can do better and do it together, as opposed to basically telling a black man to be a parasite on a black woman. And I think black women have said enough about this on social media for us to all understand that this is not acceptable. And another thing, there is no black man in the United States of America who does not have a mental or physical handicap that can only make enough money to pay the light bill. Black men can do better than that. The average minimum wage worker in the United States makes anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 a month. That's more than the light bill. And a man who's only working a minimum wage job should have a side job. He needs another job. It baffles me why black people won't encourage black men to be their best. Most of them are gifted at something. And why is it in 2023 in America that black men don't know that they need to have a marketable skill to compete in this economy? A GED or high school diploma or you're a high school dropout is not good enough. But also, why not teach them to go after things that they can do? They can drive, get a CDL license. They can drive a truck, or they can drive the school bus and then do something else on the school grounds. There are all kinds of jobs that pay well if you utilize your resources and go after those jobs. Black men can do better than a light bill job. Black men ought to be offended by what Tyler Perry said, as opposed to being mad at black women because they're saying they're not going to do it. Because they're not going to do it. There are black women who are married to men who make less money than they do. But those men are able to do more than pay the light bill. And how dare anybody suggest that black women are not already working with black men in this manner, where she makes the most money, but he makes a good salary too. And they put that money together and invest that money so they can pass on generational wealth. Black people are already doing that. Black women and black men are already working together in conventional as well as unconventional relationships. But to ask black women to carry the whole load is unfair. Black women are already doing a lot, but they keep moving the goalpost. As somebody pointed out, you've gone from 50-50 to now 95-5, or asking the black woman to do 100% of the lifting. This is absurd. So this is the last straw. Tyler Perry putting the upkeep of black men on black women. This would not work. Black women have tried this. It does not work. Nobody else needs to come out and give black women any more advice about who they should date, who they should marry, who they should accept. That has to be a black woman's decision. Black women don't need any more advice from anybody. If you die alone, you die alone. Make sure you have pre-planned so you will have a decent funeral and a decent burial. But the demeaning and devaluing of black women has to stop here. Okay, y'all gotta go. Thank you for listening. Let me know what you think about the video. Subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, share the video, and as always, have a great day.